In this heartbreaking tribute video, we bring you the breaking news of today's shocking celebrity losses. Join us as we honor the legacies of these famous celebrities who passed away, paying our respects and celebrating their remarkable contributions to the entertainment industry. It's a somber moment as we reflect on their extraordinary lives and the impact they made. Watch till the end to remember these icons and their everlasting influence.
Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson dies at 80. In a moment that reverberated through the world of sports, we received the heart-wrenching news of the passing of American sports analyst and former football coach, Jimmy Johnson. At the age of 80, he was taken from us by a sudden and devastating heart attack. As we grapple with the profound sadness that this loss brings, we take a moment to remember the extraordinary life and enduring legacy of the man who not only coached champions but inspired countless others to reach for greatness. Jimmy Johnson was more than just a coach, he was an institution in the world of American football. His journey from a young football player at the University of Arkansas to becoming a renowned NFL coach was marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence. Johnson made history as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, leading them to consecutive Super Bowl victories in the 1990s. But it wasn't just his coaching prowess that endeared him to us, it was his passion, his dedication, and his ability to inspire greatness in others. Jimmy Johnson was a mentor, a motivator, and a leader of men. He was more than a coach, he was a father figure to many of his players, guiding them not only on the field but in life. After his coaching career, Johnson transitioned seamlessly into sports analysis, becoming a beloved figure in the world of sports broadcasting. His candid insights, deep knowledge of the game, and infectious enthusiasm endeared him to sports fans of all ages. He was more than a sports analyst, he was a friend in the living rooms of millions. Jimmy Johnson's legacy extended far beyond the football field and the television screen. He was a symbol of resilience, determination, and the pursuit of excellence. In an industry that often measures success by trophies and titles, Johnson reminded us all that true greatness lies in the impact we have on others. As we navigate the profound sorrow of losing this beloved sports figure, let us also celebrate the life of Jimmy Johnson and the immense impact he had on our lives. Marie Jimenez. Marie Jimenez dies at 70. A longtime Houstonian, Jimenez dedicated most her life to advocating for immigrant rights. She's also been a mentor to some of Houston's most influential leaders. Maria Jimenez, who for decades worked in Houston as an influential immigration and civil rights activist, died of cancer on Tuesday. She was 70. Her children confirmed her passing on social media Wednesday, inspiring an outpouring of support among activists and community leaders in Houston and across the state. Jimenez, an immigrant from Mexico, came to the Houston area as a kid in the 1950s and grew up in the Magnolia neighborhood. She was raised with a strong interest in social justice. Her dad had been a union activist back in Mexico and they would watch the news and have political discussions throughout her childhood. By the time I was 13 years old, I already knew I wanted to study political science because I wanted to do away with injustice, Jimenez said in an oral history from University of Houston. It didn't take long for her to have an impact. As a student she joined the Mexican American Youth Organization, a political group for progressive Chicanos, and took part in lettuce boycotts to improve conditions for migrant farm workers. After graduating, she ran for state representative on the Raza Unida ticket, a third party created for and by Mexican Americans in Texas in the 1970s. The establishment Democrats were scared, said Texas activist Eduardo Canales, who was organizing chair of Harris County's Raza Unida party at the time. Maria was definitely the poster child to have as a candidate. Very successful, very active coming out of high school, very articulate even though they lost. He said they were proud of bucking the system. Felicia Taylor. Felicia Taylor dies at 59. A true child of Hollywood, her godfathers were John Wayne and John Ford. Her father was Rod Taylor, who starred in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Felicia Rodriguez Sturt Taylor, a longtime resident of Palm Beach, died Friday at home. Born August 28, 1964, in Los Angeles, she was the daughter of actor Rod Taylor, who starred in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, and fashion model Mary Hylam later shot. A true child of Hollywood, her godfathers were John Wayne and John Ford. She was a graduate of Milton Academy and of Northwestern University, where she earned a bachelor's degree in English. After her career as a business correspondent for CNN and CNBC cable networks and weekend anchor for WNBC in New York, Ms. Taylor followed the family trail into the film business and produced the acclaimed Far From Home, a documentary examining the effect of climate change on the people of Senegal, particularly its children. Mike Yarwood. Mike Yarwood dies aged 82. Mike Yarwood was a household name in the UK for many years, thanks to his popular TV shows such as The Mike Yarwood Show and Mike Yarwood in Persons. He was known for his witty impersonations of politicians, celebrities, and other public figures. Tributes have been pouring in for Yarwood, with many people praising his talent and his contribution to British comedy. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said that Yarwood was a national treasure, who made us laugh for decades. Yarwood's death is a sad loss for the world of comedy. He was a talented performer who entertained millions of people over the years. He will be remembered for his wit, his charm, and his ability to make us laugh. Here are some of the tributes that have been paid to Yarwood. Mike Yarwood was a national treasure. He made us laugh for decades with his brilliant impersonations. He will be sorely missed. Ex-Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Mike Yarwood was a comedy legend. His impersonations were spot on and his timing was impeccable. He will be remembered as one of the greats. Comedian David Walliams. Mike Yarwood was a true original. He was a master of impersonation and satire. He will be missed by all who love his work. Actress Joanna Lumley. Mike Yarwood was a brilliant comedian who made us laugh for years. His death is a sad loss. Singer Cliff Richard Yarwood's funeral will be held in private. His family has asked for donations to be made to the Alzheimer's Society in his memory. Brett Sawyer. Brett Sawyer passes away at 68. We are sad to learn about the passing of Brett Wayne Sawyer at the age of 68. The cause of his death remains unclear at this time. Bobby Fulton was the first to break the news of Brett Sawyer's passing. He also paid tribute to Brett's brother, Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, who had already passed on. I'm truly saddened to hear of the passing of Brett Wayne Sawyer. He was the brother of Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. Although both are gone, the stories will forever live on. My thoughts and prayers go out for his family, friends, and fans during this difficult time. Brett Sawyer, whose real name was Brett Woyan, was the sibling of the late Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, who served as his trainer in the wrestling world. Together, the Sawyer brothers formed a tag team in Don Owens Pacific Northwest Wrestling during the late 1970s and early 1980s. Brett adopted the moniker Hacksaw during this period and enjoyed a successful career within the Portland territory. He secured the Pacific Northwest title on 4 occasions and claimed multiple tag team championships. Beyond the Portland wrestling scene, Brett and Buzz engaged in a memorable feud with the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, in Georgia Championship Wrestling, vying for the NWA National Tag Team titles. In 1985 and 1986, Brett Sawyer competed in Jim Crockett Promotions, often teaming up with Buzz. Their wrestling journey also took them to New Japan Pro Wrestling in 1987. In the realm of championship wrestling from Florida, Sawyer formed a tag team partnership with Jim Backlund, later known as Jimmy Del Rey, under the moniker The Playboys. Additionally, he teamed up with Chicky Star in Southwest Championship Wrestling. Ivo Powell's. Ivo Powell's dead at 85. The Antwerp actor Ivo Powell's 85 passed away this morning. His widow confirmed this to our editors. Powell's, who is best known for his role as Uncle Jeff in the VDM series of the same name, was taken to hospital yesterday evening with heart problems. Ivo Powell's was urgently transferred to hospital last night. There he underwent another operation on his heart. He did not survive that procedure, according to his widow Diana. Powell's turned 85 years old. He is the grandfather of Ketna Trapster Nonati Jal. Powell's has had a long acting career, both in theater and on television. He studied at Studio Herman Teirlink and in his early years was affiliated with the KNS and the Flemish Youth Theatre. He played in theater productions of various companies, including the Fadel Theatre. Powell's has also appeared in numerous television series, including Kapitein Zeppos and Axel Noort. Together with Ruud de Ruyter, father of actor Sven de Ruyter, Powell's founded the Act Antwerps Theatre in 1981. In the Rundburg Theatre, the company mainly played comedies in the Antwerp dialect. The Act Antwerps Theatre stopped operating in 2020 due to the consequences of the corona crisis and disappointing ticket sales during that period. Ivo Powell's will always be mentioned in the same breath as the name of his most famous role. Uncle Jeff, the main character from the VDM series of the same name. Powell's played a stubborn and stingy farmer Jeff Milkenbeek between 1995 and 2001. The camping cursing farmer and his hand puppet Modest were inseparable in the series. Powell's got that role after he appeared in the successful series Den Bumper in the early days of VDM in the early 1990s alongside the late Luke Phillips. Lisa Lyon. Lisa Lyon died at 70. Lisa Lyon, a Playboy model and pioneer of competitive women's bodybuilding, has passed away. She was 70 years old. According to TMZ reports, she passed away on Friday, September 8th, at her home in the San Fernando Valley, where she was receiving hospice care. The source stated that stomach cancer was the reason for her death. Lisa Lyon won the inaugural Women's World Pro Bodybuilding Championship held by the International Federation of Bodybuilders in 1979. Lyon reportedly served as the model for Playboy the following year and served as the inspiration for Elektra from Marvel Comics. As evident from the name, pancreatic cancer affects the pancreas, an organ behind the stomach that is essential for digestion and blood sugar management. As a result of its propensity to go unnoticed until an advanced stage, pancreatic cancer is regarded as one of the most deadly and aggressive types of cancer. Pancreatic cancer can come in two primary forms. Exocrine pancreatic cancer. About 95% of instances of pancreatic cancer are exocrine, making it the most prevalent kind. It forms in exocrine cells, which are cells that make digestive enzymes. Adenocarcinoma is the form of exocrine pancreatic cancer that is most prevalent. Endocrine pancreatic cancer. About 5% of instances of pancreatic cancer are of the less frequent kind, endocrine pancreatic cancer. It is sometimes referred to as a pancreatic neuroendocrine tumor and grows in the pancreas, hormone-producing cells. Compared to exocrine pancreatic cancer, these tumors frequently have a better chance of being treated and are less aggressive. Since pancreatic cancer is frequently discovered in an advanced stage, effective treatment is difficult. Monique Begin. Feminist pioneer Monique Begin dies at 87. Former federal minister Monique Begin, one of the first 3 women from Quebec to be elected to the House of Commons, died Friday at the age of 87. A statement released in her memory on Saturday says Begin died in Ottawa surrounded by family and loved ones after receiving palliative care. Before entering the House of Commons, Begin built a reputation as a feminist pioneer in Quebec. In 1966, she was a signatory of the founding charter of the FDRH and FMs du Quebec, for which she served as the first vice president. The following year, she was named Secretary General of the Royal Commission of Inquiry into the Status of Women in Canada. The report it published in 1970 remains important to this day. It was in 1972 that Begin kicked off her parliamentary career, becoming the MP representing Saint Michel for Pierre Elliott Trudeau's Liberal Party. As an MP, Begin handled the national revenue and national health and welfare portfolios. As a passionate sociologist, she created the child tax credit and championed legislation to increase the guaranteed income supplement, reads the statement. Her greatest achievement was the unanimous adoption of the Canada Health Act by the Parliament of Canada in 1984. After 12 years in politics, Begin pivoted toward an academic career, becoming the Dean of the University of Ottawa's Faculty of Health Sciences in 1990. She was named Professor Emeritus in 1997. That same year, she was named an Officer of the Order of Canada by the Governor-General for her work in advancing the rights of certain vulnerable groups, as well as for her progressive welfare policies. In 2020, she was promoted to Companion of the Order of Canada. Hollywood actor Jamie Foxx tagged Ball of Energy as he returned to acting. Actor was hospitalized for several weeks in April for ailment unknown to public. Hollywood actor Jamie Foxx has made a return to acting after his hospitalization earlier this year, and now he's said to have been a ball of energy on set. Back in April, it was revealed the beloved 55-year-old actor had experienced a medical complication, with the reason behind his poor health unknown for several weeks, reports Showbiz.com. It then emerged that the They Clone Tyrone actor had been hospitalized, which left fans worried for the star amid the mysterious situation. A few weeks later in May, Foxx's family revealed that he was no longer in hospital, with the actor since sharing a video where he addressed his health woes and cleared up any speculation. And now, a woman who appeared in Fox's latest promotional campaign for BETMGM has said the star was a ball of energy on set. Speaking to People, Chris and Radford Tom said that Fox was kind and humble and hilarious, all wrapped up in a ball of energy. The extra also spoke of how Fox opened up to the cast on set, with him open about his situation without telling them exactly what happened. She then added, "He was the nicest. He was funny. His improv abilities are unmatched. The entire set was laughing at his jokes. He is talented in the most natural way." Tyrese Gibson. In the realm of Hollywood, we often celebrate the glitz and glamour, the fame and the fortune. But behind the silver screen and red carpets, there exist stories of strength, resilience, and the indefatigable human spirit. One such story is that of American actor Tyrese Gibson, who now faces a profound health challenge at the age of 44. As we grapple with the news of his illness, we are reminded that life is a fragile and precious gift, one worth cherishing and celebrating. Tyrese Gibson's career in the entertainment industry has been marked by his magnetic presence, undeniable talent, and a tireless work ethic. From his beginnings as a model and a musician to his breakout role in Baby Boy, and his enduring presence in the Fast and Furious franchise, Tyrese has been a constant source of inspiration for many. His performances have made us laugh, cry, and believe in the magic of storytelling. Now, as he faces a health challenge, we are reminded that even our heroes are mortal, vulnerable, and susceptible to the trials of life. It's a sobering moment that forces us to reflect on the fragility of our own existence and the importance of cherishing every moment we have. Tyrese Gibson's journey is not just about the characters he portrayed on screen, it's about the resilience he demonstrated off screen. It's about the obstacles he overcame, the dreams he chased relentlessly, and the impact he made on the lives of countless individuals who looked up to him as a role model. In this difficult time, as we send our thoughts, prayers, and well wishes to Tyrese, let us also remember the lessons his life has taught us. Let us cherish our own health, value our relationships, and appreciate the simple joys of life. Let us be inspired by Tyrese's unwavering determination and the strength he has shown throughout his career and now during this challenging period. It's important to acknowledge that life is a fragile and unpredictable journey. Tyrese Gibson's illness serves as a poignant reminder to hold our loved ones close, to pursue our dreams passionately, and to live each day with gratitude.